Hey everyone, listen, I am beyond excited about this special birthday edition of Weekend Recap. Listen, y'all have been privileged, okay, to have 3 weekend recaps this month. The last 2 weekend recaps are in the description box below for you guys. The last time I went crazy with weekend recap is when I posted 4 in November. So it's been a while since we've had this, flood of weekend recap back to back in 1 month. And y'all have been hanging literally with me all month. This weekend, we are celebrating a special someone, and when we get into the vlog, you're gonna know exactly who that person is. Let's go. Happy Saturday, just over here chilling, but of course, it is my father's birthday weekend, hence the reason why we are doing this special birthday edition of Weekend Recap. I am so excited. I just wanted to take some time to talk about my dad because after all, this is dedicated to him. I have a very close bond with my father, as you guys know, and I get excited this time of year because I get to celebrate my hero, my favorite preacher, my heart, and most importantly, my dad. Here are 26 things I love about my father. We're doing 26 because that's my dad's birthday, March 26th. So these 26 things are things that I either love about my dad, reasons why I love him, or character traits that he possesses that I admire. Number one thing I love about my dad is the way that he loves me. There's really no other way to put it. It's just simply beautiful. Number 2, I love his selflessness and the way that he just serves others wholeheartedly, seeking absolutely nothing in return. Number 3, I love my dad's commitment to always seeing people win and supporting people. One thing about my dad is he is always going to show up. Number 4, I love the way that my father preaches. He's not your typical like black preacher, but he's still like my favorite, like my top favorite when it comes to my favorite preachers. Number 5, I love how my father strives to be present in my life and prioritize me. Way before my surgery, I used to play volleyball back in elementary school, way before I started this channel. And he had missed my last volleyball tournament at the end of the season, both him and my mom. And it really just broke my heart because it was like, how can you miss something this huge in my life? And so it was hard. But my dad has strived to make sure that when I'm doing something big, that he's in that crowd. And that has meant a lot to me. And they made up for it when I was in the volleyball tournament back in November. And if you need a reference point as to what I'm talking about, the weekend recap link is in the description box below. Number 6, I love that my dad makes me laugh literally every single day, okay? Like there is never a day that goes by, including our bad days, where we find something to laugh about or laugh over. It's just always hilarious when it comes down to him. Number 7, I love my dad's just chill, laid back, easygoing vibe. Like I call him my preferred parent of contact because he is so chill, unlike my mom in many instances. Because one day of my freshman year, I got hit by a soccer ball in the head and my glasses came off and they were a little bit broken. And I called my dad. I called him first and I was like, can you tell mom? Cause I cannot handle her freaking out on this phone. And so when I say he handled it with such grace, like he didn't freak out, I didn't freak out. In addition, like he never raises his voice at me when we talk, even if he's upset, like he does not raise his voice. And when he does, it's literally on rare occasion and it's usually not, he's not usually directing it towards me anyway. Number 8, I love my dad's thoughtfulness. Like when you ask him a question, he always takes this nice pause to calibrate your question so that he can give you the best answer possible with as much wisdom and knowledge as possible to whatever question you're asking him or whatever topic y'all are discussing in the moment. And it shows that he just doesn't want to answer anyone just any kind of way. Number 9, I admire how my dad takes ministry seriously. Like, my dad has a full-time pastoral job. You know, that's what he does. Like, my dad works for God for a living. Okay. He's not that pastor who has to be like involved in everything. And I see a lot of pastors who just do too much and then they wonder why they're exhausted all the time. But my father, he's that kind of pastor who sticks to the assignments that God gives to him, and wherever he doesn't need to be, he ain't there. And wherever he does need to be, he gonna be there. Number 10, we have officially hit double digits. I love my father's sense of protection and security. When you have like this manly sense of protection, like it definitely hits different. Listen here. And like that sense of protection, I also find in my pop, my uncles, and my brothers. So like when I say I'm covered, I mean covered. Number 11, I love that my dad strives to make my journey as a pastor's kid different than how his journey was as a pastor's kid. He had a much more rock bottom experience as a PK than I have in these little short 6 years. Since the day that he has been a pastor, he has tried to change that narrative for me as much as possible, and I am so grateful for that. Number 12, I love how patient my dad is. His patience is just through the roof, man. Number 13, I love the example my dad sets in showing me what to look for in a significant other. On Valentine's Day, I posted a picture of my bouquet of flowers and balloons that my dad gave me. I posted it on my story on Valentine's Day. And one of my friends said, I know you ain't taken by nobody. And I said, no, I'm not. My dad got this for me, okay? And that just goes to show you how high my dad's standard is. Number 14, I love that my father and I share music with each other. Like, sharing music is a different kind of love. And for me, music is something that I tend to keep to myself because it's a safe place outside of everything and everybody. So it takes the right kind of person to share your taste of music with. Number 15, I love how my dad includes me in things that he's doing. For many things, he considers me than rather using outside people and outside organizations. And I am so grateful for that. As a media director for church, I do the lights, camera, and action, baby, okay? He asked me to take his updated clergy photos. He could have went and got it done professionally, you know, and got a whole package deal for these pictures. But he trusted me with the camera, and my work that he has allowed me to produce for his own work has appeared on many of his books, flyers, album covers for his music, which is insane. Number 16, I love my dad's pettiness. Like, it's a perfect kind of petty too. Like, the person he is in public and at church is different than the person he is at home. And I get to see, you know, him from all sides of life like collide together. So I get to see everything. Number 17, I adore my father's humility. Like, he never makes things about him. And even if he got it, he doesn't have to flash it across your face to tell you that he got it. He is humble, okay? Going back to my father from more of a ministry perspective, I adore my father's devotion to the Bible. Like, his study is just out of this world. It is one thing to look at his notes before he preaches every week, but when he's actually preaching it live, like, it just automatically hits different. Number 19, I love how affectionate my father is. His presence is very calming. Every morning we start off with a good morning and hug, and almost every night we end with a good night and a hug. Like, we are just very affectionate, and I'm glad that he is like that with me. I love my dad's work ethic. I get like my time management and my work ethic skills from him, and it has gotten me pretty far in life. Number 21, I love how my dad does everything with sincerity, and he does not play games. Like, if he's going to do something, he is going to do it and do it well. Number 22, as a teenager, I can most definitely appreciate this. I appreciate that my dad is not like overpowering, and he's not super controlling over my every move. He and we have this great trust between each other, and he's not that kind of dad that limits my screen time or looks through my phone or comes in my room whenever. Like, he's very respectful of me and always knocks on my door before coming in my room, even if I'm fully dressed. Number 23, I love when I'm in the shower and my dad just turns on my heating pad so it's nice and warm, ready for me to sleep on at night. Like, just coming into that and he's already, you know, set up my blankets and my heating pad. Like, after a long day of school and doing homework, like, to just get to walk in and see that he's done that while I was in the shower, like, that just it's amazing. Number 24, I love how genuine my dad is. He's never pretended to be something or someone that he isn't. He knows his worth, and he lets nothing or no one cripple that, and I love that. Number 25, I love that my dad is very easy to talk to, very non-judgmental, and you know, he's been through many things in his life, so he's really able to, he just has a lot of good insight, you know, and he knows what it feels like in most cases when you're talking to him. And so it's really just a no judgment zone when it comes to him. And even if he does say something, he's always going to say something out of love and say something to inspire you or to encourage you and never to put you down. And I love that. And then the last one, I love how my dad is always willing to make things right. Like, he doesn't blame it on other things or people. Whereas, you know, my mother is somewhat opposite. It depends on what you confront her about. But my dad actually takes time to listen. Like, okay, where did I go wrong? How can I help you? How can I do better in this area of your life? And what do I need to do? How can I stay consistent in this area? And so he has always been open to making the necessary changes for us to have the best bond possible. And I absolutely love that. So those are my 26 things that I either love about my dad, reasons why I love my dad, or the character traits that he has that I admire. My father is simply an amazing man, father, husband, pastor, son, and leader. Like, I am so grateful I get to be his daughter, and I cannot wait for tomorrow. Happy Sunday. Now listen, I know I'm on the floor. This is a change in scenery because I never vlog on the floor. It's usually like on the couch or in the car, outside, or in my room. It's never on the floor. The last time y'all actually saw me like vlog on the floor was when we had the Christmas tree up back in December, and I was sitting in front of the Christmas tree. But yeah, it's on rare occasion. So of course, I think y'all should know by now who this weekend recap is for and all about. My dad, of course. Today is his birthday, and of course we're going to talk about all of those fun birthday festivities after I talk about church, but we also have some pretty exciting things going on the next several Sundays as well. So of course today was a great day, but next week is exciting because there's 3 different things going on. First Sunday, of course, is going to be the first Sunday of April, and y'all know that first Sundays are pretty much, in my opinion, the most important Sunday of the month because of communion. And then we have Palm Sunday, and then it's also my favorite singer's birthday. So, you know, just a whole lot of church and celebration going on. And then the Sunday after that, of course, is Easter Sunday. And for me as a church girl and a church kid, like, Easter Sunday, like, listen here, do not play. We do not play when it comes to Easter Sunday. That is one of the most important holidays in this family, and we look forward to Easter every single year. So we've got lots to look forward to in the next coming Sundays. Super excited. One thing y'all know about me is that we do church on Sundays, okay? Listen here. So today is Throwback Sunday, which is when I go back and pull out a archive from House of Hope Atlanta. Just any particular service that I necessarily didn't get to recap before in the moment when it happened. And this is my chance to get to kind of share my favorite parts from those services. This particular service was from September 2021, actually. And this was literally a worship service, like strictly worship. Jasmine Walton started off by leading Proverbs 3, also known as Tablet of Your Heart by Todd Delaney. And when I say she makes praise and worship a vibe, Like, literally, okay?
Hallelujah. Yes, Lord. Come on, put your hands together. Come on. Hey, hey. Hey, let not mercy and truth forsake it. Forsake you. Let not mercy and truth forsake it. Forsake you. Write them on the tablets of your heart. Hey, said you really alright. Said you really alright. On the tablets of your heart. Oh, yeah. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Trust in the Lord with all your mind. Trust in the Lord with all your strength. Lean not to your own understanding. Trust in the Lord. Oh no. So lean not to your own understanding. I will hide my word. I will hide your word in my heart. 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 I will hide your joy in my heart. I will hide your peace in my heart. I will hide your faithfulness in my heart. I will hide your strength in my heart. I will hide your word in my heart. For I know the plans that I made for you. I will never leave you, nor will I forsake you. If I said it, yes, I will do it for you. I am able and I am willing to do it. I will hide your words in my heart. I will hide your words in my heart. There is no other name like you. 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 There is no other name. Lean unto your own understanding. Yes,
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Jazz came through with the newer gospel, but Darius came through with this all-time classic right here, You Are the Living Word, by the GOAT, Fred Hammond.
Sent down from glory. Many things you were on earth, a holy king, a carpenter. You are the living word. Carpenter, you are. Say it again. Say bread of heaven, sent down from glory. Many things. You, awesome ruler, Gentile Redeemer, God with us, the living truth. You're an awesome ruler. Your name is Jesus. That's what we call you. You were born in a manger. Yeah.
can count on Pastor Smith to do is pull out those good songs, those good old back in the day songs and hymns that were like literally written and created when dirt was made. Like, Pastor Smith is a walking hymnal, okay? Like, he be pulling out songs from all kind of time periods, just hymns and just good church songs. And then he starts singing it, and it's like, oh my goodness, I forgot that song even existed.
Oh, you Jesus. 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 Let all heaven and earth proclaim, kingdom shall all pass away, but there's something, oh glory, about that name. Y'all help me say it, y'all. Help me say Jesus. Jesus. Help me say it. Jesus. There's just something about that name. Everybody, hallelujah. That name. Jesus. Come on and call him. That kingdom will all pass away. But there's something about his beautiful name. Kings and kingdoms shall all pass away.
Between Pastor Smith, Darius, Jasmine, the band, and the blend from the BGBs, like all of that combined is a literal masterpiece.
He is a living word. He is a living word. He's the bread of heaven. Sit down from glory. Manger born, put on a tree. You ought to call him Jesus. Y'all, look. I need some of the old school. Call him Jesus. Open up your mouth and call him
Now, Jasmine Walton better call Jesus. Okay? I mean, I'm pretty sure that I was running in my room during this live because the power was so strong. Let me tell you something else. We have the baddest band. Okay? Leave it up to House of Hope Atlanta. They'll take care of it. Listen here.
Open your mouth and shout.
been on this journey with me, you most definitely know that House of Hope Atlanta really does have a special place in my heart, have always had a special place in my heart, and still does to this day. One thing I love about House of Hope is that we do everything together. Like, literally, they do it in unison so effortlessly. Like, we praise together, we dance together, we worship together, we cry together. And every time, you know, you just feel that connection. You know, even though that service was virtual, like, you just felt the connection between everyone, and just that urgency of inviting God's presence and not seeking performance, but seeking purity. And I adore that. Now, this service right here definitely shook some things up. It was so good. Happy Throwback Sunday. All right, y'all. So now that we're done talking about church, let's get back to who this weekend recap is for and about, which is my dad. He definitely enjoyed his birthday today, y'all. Like, he was on cloud nine the entire day, okay? Just to see him in his normal laid back, chill vibe and, you know, just joyful and really happy. It meant the world to me that I could add to his special day, because he really strives to see other people win and be successful. And so when we get to, you know, give him a load off, it's, you know, it's nice for us too. My dad actually did not preach today. My uncle filled in for my dad today to, you know, give him, you know, a day off for his birthday and whatnot. So that was really sweet. My uncle preached an amazing word today. Just, oh my goodness. Between my dad and my uncle, them two, my favorite preachers for life, okay? So we had church, and then we got ready to go to dinner. We had a surprise dinner party for my dad, and so he just enjoyed it. He was definitely shocked. He thought it was just going to be us three, me, my mom, and him, but, you know, it was his friends and other people that we call our family. So it was just great left and right. And then after that, we went out for dessert with the same crew that was with us for dinner. And so now we're home, and Dad just opened his birthday gifts. Speaking of that, let's check the videos out. What are you doing?
Opening my presents. Presidents. Opening my presents. Ooh, I love this paper. I love this paper.
You never say that.
Ooh, this some good tissue paper here. Ooh, chocolate cashews. Okay. Roasted cashews covered in caramelized white and milk chocolate. Ooh, and the best of them all. My country is of the sweet land of liberty, of the I sing. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Yeah, this looking like something. This looking like something. That's looking like something. Whew.
You got more, Daddy. No, this one. Y'all see that humorous vibe I'm talking about, right? My dad is so funny, but today was literally everything. Sundays are my favorite day of the week, and today was most definitely a great Sunday. And today just being Dad's birthday, like, an added bonus. I know that y'all see the fam bam from time to time. Y'all see my mom and my dad and whatnot and things like that, and they'll pop their heads in, you know, the vlog sometimes. But I feel like in this vlog, y'all really got to see or really understand and get to know my dad and the kind of person that he is and how incredible he is. And because it's different when you just post a little paragraph on social media and a little caption, but when you actually like come over here on this side of my social media platforms, you know, you get to hear me actually talk about different things and different character traits that I love about my dad, and really get to know, you know, him on a deeper level. So I hope that you enjoyed today's vlog. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all this weekend.